Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Oh, welcome back to the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique. Hello, everybody. How's it going? How's it hanging? It is indeed a Wednesday, people. It is indeed a Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dude. It is not 3 a.m., but I must scream. Folks, it is hot. My hair is up. I am sleep deprived. And I am stressed out. And if you're an artist, then you know that these are the perfect conditions for you to create artwork. And you know what? There's a lot of things I need to do. There's a lot of things that I need to be working on right now. One of them being the Prestige Production Rabanes collection. Because I don't know if you guys remember this, but they was technically supposed to come out not too long ago. Like, it was supposed to be coming out in December, but you know what? They say that that companies prepare a year in advance. So you know what? I'm just in time. I'm just in time. I am preparing for this year. But yes, fuck yes. Guess what? The Nintendo Direct actually happened today. Hey Amber, how you doing? I see that you indeed like pie, but what's your favorite pie? Apple pie? Ham pie? Is ham pie a thing? Pecan pie? I don't know. I honestly don't. I'm not a connoisseur in pies. You know why? Because I cannot eat them. You know what I like though? Oh, I like a cold pie. You know, those pies that are not really pies, but they are kind of like pies, I suppose. Like, it's supposed to be more. It's supposed to be like a cookie crumble with fruity, creamy stuff in it. You know, fruity, just like me. But yeah, I like cold pies. I like pies that are not really pies. I like pies that I can actually eat. The chicken with mushroom and gravy. Ew. Sorry, not to say that the food that you like is gross, but that sounds kind of gross. Ugh. Oh. But how are you doing today, Amber? Hope you're doing okay. Honestly, though, I say that about every food ever. Just like any food that may include meat on it, it's just, oh, I fucking loathe. I loathe. Because the thing is, it's just, man, I don't know what happened to me. According to my mom, I used to eat everything, and nowadays I can barely eat anything. Mostly just because I don't want to. I only like things that are bread. I only like bread at this point. I only like my my processed foods, which is probably less healthier. Like, honestly, unironically enough, eating as much bread as I do is actually unhealthy, and eating more meat is actually the more healthy thing to do. But you know what? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Although, according to my my astral chart and you know, the reading in my palms, I'll be here for a while, which is good because I'm afraid of death. But anyway, why are we getting psychological? So yeah, the Nintendo Direct happened today, and girl, you know, I wish I could be excited with the people, you know. You became wildly weighted health conscious at some point. Oh, believe me, health conscious is a thing. It's a thing, you know. Hell, listen, I'm always in the constant. I always have a constant sense of dread that I'm gonna die at any point in time. So, you know, with that constant sense of anxiety, you kind of learn to like figure out if you're actually dying or if your brain thinks that you're dying. You know, you kind of learn to have a bit more of a conscious idea of that. You know, you learn to have a pulse on it. Like, you have your fingers over your heart at all times, just in case. So yeah, I'm not good with it. I'm not good with health. I'm a little bit of a health nut, which is ironic because, again, I work at a job which is widely unhealthy, and I barely take care of myself. But you know what? Listen, I worry about it though. That's something. But yeah, I keep wanting to talk about the Nintendo Direct. So here's the thing, right? I wish I could be excited with all the people. Like, you guys see that meme of Squidward looking outside and looking at SpongeBob and Patrick having fun? That's me right now because I like Nintendo games. Like I wasn't fed Nintendo milk all my life. Like I was unfortunately an Xbox baby. I was starved. It was a child protected services situation when it comes to my gaming experience as a child. You know, I feel the same, member. I just don't care. Because here's the deal. They have cool things coming out there. Like, open world Mario Kart sounds really fun. Like, I really want to have like the summertime tour experience that most people tend to have when they're teenagers. And I didn't because I spent most of my time inside. Like, I want to be like Hannah Montana and go on the road. You know, I want to go on the road. Like, I want to see sights with people and have fun and take pictures, you know, in video games. Because why would I go out? Outside is scary. Inside is safe. But I cannot help myself but see that massive price tag. And my Latin American ass is just like, oh no. I know, como que... Ay, como que siento que voy a estar comiendo tu tierra los siguientes 2 años. Like, I can feel... Odio ser pobre. Lo odio. I hate being poor. Like, I don't know. That is such an outrageous price tag. $450? You know, $450? That could feed my family for a month. For 2 months, actually. No, actually more than that. You know? Like, it is baffling to me. It is baffling. Listen, again, I was starved of good gaming experiences as a child. Therefore, I don't really have a connection or attachment or feel the need to have the latest Nintendo shit ever. Except for Pokemon. Pokemon is a different thing. But... still though, I feel so... Ooh, I feel the FOMO playing on. I feel the FOMO. Like, I just feel so... I want to be excited with you folks. I really do. I want to be, like, where the people are. I want to be where the gamers are. And where the rich people are, apparently. Because $450 is a fucking wild price tag. And then $80 per game, Mary? $80? Like, so you're telling me that with a video game I could buy groceries? Is that what you're telling me? Like, that is a lot of money. And honestly, hot take, I love Nintendo. Don't get me wrong, I love Nintendo. I love Pokemon. I love a lot of their products. Hot take, it's a lot of money for very little innovation. Like, very little. Like, you know, I was looking at the broadcast and they were doing the like the Nintendo Share stuff in which you can like share your screen on like their own version or Discord or something. And it was such a bad frame rate. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, Nintendo, who asked for that? Like, is that the price markup? Is that the reason why that thing cost like $100 more than it should cost? Like, it's crazy. Like, man, I remember when video games were like, you know, put together with spit and duct tape, and there were fun experiences that you can get for $10. And again, you know, obviously the price is higher, you know, the price is higher because it is much higher quality. I can understand that. That is something that I'm willing to pay. I mean, I bought Monster Hunter Wilds, for fuck's sake. I know what is worth my money. But, like, I really want to be excited. I want to enjoy things with people. But whenever I just see that, it's just like, ooh, my Mr. Krabs turns on. Like, I really just have a Latin American moment and just go like, oh, damn. It's time to eat there for another month. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just like the Latin American experience that I have on right now. Because, I mean, for the most part, I was never able to afford anything video games wise. Like, video games are expensive and still are in Latin America. They're super duper expensive. Like, they're a luxury, they're a commodity, you know? And every time that I have to buy a game, it's just like it's almost like a theatrical experience of I want this game so badly, but my consciousness is telling me don't buy it, don't buy it. It's not worth it. Those $50 are not worth it. Hours and hours of entertainment. Like it's almost like I open Steam, I open my wallet, and I see a hand coming through the screen, grabbing my wallet so that that game can be purchased. And I am holding deep to my wallet. I'm holding hard and just like, no, don't take it away from me. Please, please, I'll do anything else. I'll do body work. I sell you my body. Please, no, not my money. Like, it is genuinely, oh, man. I want money. So this is my announcement that I will be opening an OnlyFans very soon. I will be selling feet pics on Twitter. Cause man, I hate being poor. I hate it. I hate being poor. I hate being paid. I hate working a minimum wage job just to not be fulfilled at all. Gen Z only sees at less than 30 frames. What? Wait, is that scientifically proven, or is it just because we Gen Zers just don't have the ability to care anymore? Or more actually start catering? What makes you think that I can cook? Remember, I was the person who cut themselves with a bottle cap. I don't know if you remember, Amber, but I sliced my hand open with a bottle cap of hand cream. Another example, I cinched the hairs on my hand because I had the gas running for too long, and when I turned on the stove, it exploded on me. Like, as a reminder, I am the person who burnt cereal. And that was an accident too, because I was trying to make a chocolate bar, but still. Like, I'm not too bad at, I can defend myself, but catering is a different issue. It's a different issue. Like, I can survive. I can do enough to survive on my own without needing somebody else to cook for me. You know? Yes, but imagine the average person as being worse on all regards, and you at least know how to turn out a stove. Well, causing great damage, but you still turn it on. Oh yeah, sure. You know, I'm sure. You know what? I can probably put my resume to NASA and just be like, hey, I know how to turn an engine on. Sure, I'm probably gonna cause, you know, unspeakable damage to the whole country, but I can turn the engine on. So you know what? Just let me on the plane. Just let me on the rocket. I can fly it. But yeah, folks, what are we going to be doing today? Let's get right into it, because even right now I'm procrastinating. So, my darlings, as you guys know, we've been working on this for quite a while now. I did took a massive break during December, and unfortunately part of January, and still part of February. And let's be honest, I'm still fucking dying, because things have been hard on my end. IRL. A lot of things happen at the beginning of the year, so I haven't been able to really concentrate on this kind of stuff. And December was primarily like a big month for me. I had the whole holiday arena and stuff. I had a lot of things I wanted to do in December, so yeah, things turned a lot. So we've been working on this for almost 3 months now. 4 really, if we count, actually 4? Yeah, 4 months now. Which again, it's fine. Not that I'm on a deadline or anything, but I still feel pretty bad. You know, I feel pretty bad because I like to have things done sooner rather than later. Like, it's ironic, isn't it? I am so good at planning. I am so good at organizing. But when it comes to myself and the things that I want to do, I always end up putting them like at the least, just because I need to do something else. Or, you know, somebody else has something more pressing going on. So yeah. For those who don't know, this is my Rabannes jackets collection. It's winter jackets theme. Therefore, it is meant to be, for more colder climates. Now, some of these things could be worn in a hot climate if you hate yourself, or if you're just a fashionable person who doesn't quite care about commodity. Because, there are some people out there like that. So yeah, some of these could be worn. Some of these could be worn right now. But you know what? It's winter somewhere. And bitch, I wish it was winter. Bitch, I wish. I wish, because it's been hot. I've been really fucking hot. Like, I'm talking, I am actively cooking myself. I am uncomfortable at the moment. But you know what? We're gonna have a fun time anyway. I do want to ask though, folks. What type of person are you when it comes to dressing up in winter? Are you more of a trench coat type of person? Are you more of like, deliberately dressing in a way that is warmer? Or are you the type of person who just like, you know what? It's kind of cold. I'm just gonna pile out like 27 hoodies and just call it my day. Because, there's a smart way to go about dressing for the cold, which is wearing things that are meant for cold. I.e., if you are going outside with a dress, then you probably want to wear, warm tights, If you like things that have insulation on it, just like a house. I am unfortunately the latter because getting things that are insulated is actually kind of expensive. Once again, fuck you, capitalism. So I usually tend to just pile stuff on, personally. Just me, though. Just me. And to be honest, I don't even get out of bed anyway. Like, it is so funny, isn't it? It is so funny. I get so disabled from being hot. Like, genuinely, I am constantly running on a low battery when it's hot outside. Because, well, it fucking hurts. It fucking hurts to be alive when it's hot outside. But otherwise, in the cold, I have energy to do stuff. It's just too cold to do things. Compression tie highs, platforms, short pleated skirt, and an unusually large hoodie with. Oh, so you're more of a fashion girly way of doing it. You're more like a person with common sense. Love that. Love that for you. Question is though, because you work at a kitchen, right? I have a question now that I think about it. You work at a kitchen, so what is your normal way to day-to-day dress up? That is also like an ask for everybody who is listening right now to the Renan podcast. The question everyone's mind thinks the public wants to know: how do you dress up for your job? If you have the availability and capability more than anything, because some jobs require you to wear the ugliest shirt ever. Like, I feel like some jobs, particularly like, customer service jobs, just hate their workers. Like I feel like we're kind of paying for like a karmic debt or something, because tell me why are uniforms always the most ill-fitting, telling out your secrets, letting everybody know that you have a third leg on, like, like why is like uniforms are always just making sure that the staff does not look decent, which is ironic, isn't it? Because the uniform is supposed to make you look, presentable to the public, but oftentimes it doesn't, because uniform pants always makes your ass look frumpy. I'm not speaking from experience, by the way. Well, no, I actually am. But you know what? I'm not talking about school uniforms. I'm not talking about job uniforms. I'm talking about school uniforms in particular. Like, I had school uniforms that were essentially be more like almost like a bed sheet. Like, it would hug your body in all the wrong ways. Like, it will hug the curves that you didn't know you even had. Like those pants told everybody your secrets. They told everyone what you were about. There was no hiding, and it was horrible. Again, though, Latin American experience, I believe. Well, do people in the United States even have uniforms in schools? I don't feel like I ever heard of that. Like, ever. Wait, hold on. Is there a white person in here? Like, do we have anyone who is from the United States here? Because I need to know. Do you guys wear uniforms, or is iCarly Hannah Montana always through? Like, can you just wear whatever the fuck you want? At work is a knee-length skirt, double-breasted chef shirt with long sleeves, padded apron, and hairnet. Ooh, that sounds kind of cute. I'm sure you probably make it look really cute. Hold on, let me concentrate a little because I just been yapping. The Yapatron has been engaged. But yeah, honestly, I'm kind of glad that I don't have to wear uniforms anymore. I am so happy about it. Because, you know, for the longest part of my life, fashion expression was not a thing that was part of my community, that it was part of my existence. What the fuck died now? Oh, fuck me, dude. Hold on. I feel like my YouTube chat just died. I know you guys see me, but on the chat, ugh, I'm gonna have to open another tab. God damn it. You know what? Fuck you, OBS. OBS, my mortal enemy. Why do you always do this to me? Prep school did that, but not really feasible anymore. At best, school still sells things like vests, jackets, or a hat. Uniforms are still more of a nation thing now. Yeah, I feel so. Like, I mean, I know that here in Mexico we do have a lot of like still uniforms. Like, uniforms are still a thing, unfortunately, for the inconformity of most people. They're still a thing. But I don't know. I never saw like the appeal of it, you know? Like, I kind of understand what the point of it is, because, you know, the point of a uniform is to prevent discrimination. Like, that's the reason why it's so famous in Asia, anyway. That their point, the idea behind it, is that you are meant to look the same as everybody else. But to me, that kind of point is... it kind of becomes void whenever people have to pay for it. You know? Like, because the idea is that you're not able to discriminate between people who have money and people who don't. Like, people who are able to wear designer shoes and people who are not able to. But then it kind of defeats the purpose when you think about it, because you have to pay an arm and a leg to get the school's uniform. Like, it is not free, sweetie. And if it was free, you know what the worst part is? Is that it would be made with the most uncomfortable clothes that you can find. The point is Gang Wars 3. The girls with the white tops, green and black striped long skirts against the girls with the blue tops and mediums. You know what the worst part is, though? Yeah, my middle school actually used to do something that was really fun, but did create a bit of like a divide between the students. So in my middle school, the thing that would change, and the thing that I thought was so cool, was that you will get, depending, like, every generation will get their own color of t-shirt. Mine was white with a blue collar and pink and red decorations on the collar. Which, again, I kind of lucked out on that one. I know that my sister was yellow with white cuffs and green decorations, and my older brothers was just white and had black cuffs. So, you know, they did change it up a little, but that they created this emotional divide, like this divide between us and the older generation, because we always did like, well, look at that. The yellow shirts are coming by. Look at them. Look at them and laugh. Point and laugh. Like, again, I don't know what the point of uniforms is. I feel like uniforms are so outdated at this point. Like, it would be genuinely a situation of us being of us just being assholes to people. Prepares you for real life. Find a function and stick with it. The thing is, though, is that even in between quote unquote factions, we will fight against each other. Because, okay, so here's the deal. I don't know if they do this in other places, but I know they do it here. Generations are divided because, you know, everybody is the same school year, but we are divided in between what's again? Areas, I guess, groups, because it was group A, group B, group C, group E, group I don't know, X, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember how far along. I think it went into group F actually. And so we always kind of had like this prestige of being part of each group. And the worst part is though, group A was the group that had quote unquote the creative and talented people. You know why? Because group A was made specifically for people who were part of the music club. All of the people inside of group A were musically gifted in some way, shape, or form. And you had to audition for it. Like, it was a High School Musical type of bullshit. You had to audition to be part of Group A. I did not even try, sweetie. I knew my lane. I know where I'm supposed to be. I know who I am. So I did not even try it. You know? I was just like, okay, you know what? Understood. I am garbage and staying in Group E. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day, sweetie. I am not interested. Interested in singing Ringing Around the Rosie in front of like the most judgmental people that you can find. Like, if you think fashion people are brutal, wait until you meet somebody who knows how to sing and was praised for it. Because here's the thing though, singers, they're lovely. They're lovely people. I love them so much. Most of them were also bullied, which, you know, we kind of have something that we can bond with. But the ones that they were treated like they were treated like God's gifts, those are the ones that you should look out for. Because ooh bitch, I get riled up every single time I think about it. Oh. Well, the thing is though, weirdly enough, you couldn't bully the music people because the music people were like a bit more looked after, I guess. Like, I guess the school cared more about them than they did the rest. So you couldn't really bully them, because if you did, that would be immediate expulsion, you know? You'll be expelled immediately. Like, it would be like an airlock. You're on an airship, not an airship. You're on a spaceship, and they put you right beside the trash chute and just immediately shut you out the door. So yeah, that was not an option, unfortunately. Not that I would do it anyway, because honestly, I was way too busy. Thinking about other things. You know, falling in love was one of them. Oh God. I don't know how long has it been since I told this story, but I kind of want to tell it again. Just, you know, if you guys are new here, You know? You will, if you are new here, you probably don't know the travesties, the things that I've had to go through when it comes to love. Because here's the deal. I am a person who, let's be honest, is not that mentally well. Like, I have my issues, and there's a very specific type of masochist person who is out there who can probably handle me. But I never quite was able to ever get into a relationship. My only relationship that I ever had, ever, in the history of forever, only lasted 2 hours. Because here's the deal. I had a crush with this dude. He was not the best looking guy, I will admit. Like, looking back, I was blinded by love. But you know, he also had a shitty personality. Listen, I have taste with men, okay? I have things. Men. Just men. I have a taste. Not the best taste, but I have a taste. And he did not have the best personality. He did not have the best looks, but I was infatuated. I was in love. And because I was in love with this person, like, genuinely, never have I ever felt that way. Not even in recent years have I ever felt that way of another person ever again. It was my first love. I genuinely wanted to do things for him. I wanted him to like me. I wanted him to like me so badly. So, I did my best to present myself in the best light for him. I would always do his homework. I will always share my color pencils, which those were expensive. I would always share my food with him because I wanted him to like me so bad. I wanted to be like one of those romance animes, just like, oh, notice me, senpai. He was my same age also, so it doesn't really matter. But one day, because, you know, I was kind of annoying about it. I wasn't subtle that I wanted that man. I wasn't subtle about it. I cared. It was pretty obvious that I had something going on for him. And so, because of that, he would oftentimes just tune me out. Like, he wouldn't quite care about what I was saying. Oftentimes, I would just be talking to myself and he would just be, you know, doing his own shit. And one day I kind of got fed up with it. I was like, bitch, pay attention to me. Come on, I'm making an honest effort here. I'm making an honest effort to be your one and only. So why are you not paying attention to me? So I decided to play a prank, right? I decided to play a prank, and I never confessed to anybody ever, not even him. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it. So one time he wasn't paying attention to me, and I noticed it, and I was like, hey, do you wanna be my boyfriend? And he, obviously not paying attention, he went, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, sure, I'm down. Whatever you say, sweetie. Whatever you say, grandma, go back to bed. And even though it was a prank, I was delighted. I was on cloud 9. I was literally just flying. I was, baby, you're a firework. I was letting my colors burst. And so me, getting delusional as always, decided to just be like, oh well, we're boyfriends now, so I'm gonna stick by him. I'm gonna hold his hand. I'm gonna be really fucking creepy about it because, you know, I didn't know how to regulate my emotions back in the day. So, cut 2. We are in recess. And then he tells me, hey, I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention to what you were saying, but it sounded kind of important. Can you repeat what you said? And I was like, oh, well, this is so embarrassing, but, I asked you to be my boyfriend and you said yes, so, is that okay? And then he goes, oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Let's break up. And that is the story, ladies and gentlemen. That is the story of how Renan is just... Listen, you know what? You know what? At least he had the balls to say it. He had the balls to say it. And I can appreciate that. He had the balls to just be like, you know what? Okay, let's roll with the punches. I did say yes. And now I want to back out. I revoke consent. And you know what? Consent is important, so makes sense. That still means that I fucking broke my heart, though. Basically did the right thing. I mean, yeah, I'm allowed to handle anyway, so yeah. But also, I also think that you're right, and he is right. He should, in fact, not date me, because at the end of the day, I wasn't that emotional mature. I wasn't that. It was probably not gonna be a good fit anyway. So yeah, that is my sad love life story. Can you guys top that? Can you guys top that level of pathetic? I don't think you guys can, to be honest. I don't think there's anybody who can top that kind of story. But you know what? One day I will find my one and only. One day I will find the man who is fucking damaged enough to want to, actually not even damaged. One day I will find somebody who will probably want to do a charity case and just be like, you know what, sure, what the hell, why not? I have nothing else to do, and I'm feeling charitable, so let's try and fix him. No, I'm usually too sure of myself for that kind of thing. Fuck you! Fuck you! Do you really have to say it that way? Like, do you have to be so fucking loud? Whore? How dare you? That's the problem, is that you're shopping at the clearance aisle because I cannot afford anything else. I cannot buy it at the store price. I have to get a discount, you know. I have to get it pre-owned. Barely used, but you know, still it still has a little bit of give, you know. I always have to go to the used to the lost and founds and see what I can find there. But that's okay. One day I know that it will happen, and the day it happens, you know, the day it happens is when you guys are not gonna see me anymore. When that happens to me, you guys best believe that I will not be here no more. I will be busy with my man. Although, you know, at this point, if I did find a boyfriend, would I want him to be a streamer? Like, how do you guys feel about being in a relationship with somebody who works in the same profession as you? Is that something you would want, or is that something that you would loathe? Because, you know, there is something to be said about rivalries that can be healthy sometimes in relationships, but in other times it can be what breaks it. So I'm really interested to hear, because like, I'm not really sure if I were to, because you know, my thing is I want to be a content creator full time, and I'm not really sure if I want to date another content creator. Like, what you guys don't know, we're messed in the head already. Like, again, it takes a particular type of masochist to become a content creator. So I'm not really sure if that's something that's healthy. I'm not sure if that's healthy for anybody, really. My wife is functioning HR and finance. I'm just make the food. That's good then. At least that means that you don't overlap at all. No, that's different. Working at the same place is different. And honestly, there is a high chance that you will find somebody working at the same place anyway. You know? I don't think that is a. Hi Huskin, how you doing? We're talking about relationships, so you know, I'm sure you're gonna be very knowledgeable in that topic. I'm so sorry. I am lashing out to defend myself because I'm being poked out and laughed at. I am being laughed at. I'm sorry, Huskin. You were just caught in the crossfire. But yeah, Huskin, I wanna ask you, what's the shortest relationship that you ever have? I wanna see if anybody can beat me. I wanna see if anybody can beat me. What's the shortest relationship that you ever had? Double content creator sounds dangerous. Unless you want to co-host, you wanna bunk somebody like an editor or something. Yeah. And they're also prone to a lot of drama, you know, because that is making your relationship public to other people. You know? And I'm not really sure if that's healthy. Then again, though, I wouldn't know what's healthy. Remember, 1 hour relationship. 1 hour to, well, 2 hours really. I don't really know how long it was at this point. At this point, I'm too sad to find out anyway. It's too sad of a story too. It's too sad of a story too. For one to be able to really tell it properly. Okay, how are you feeling so far about this though? It's gonna look better once I put color on it. I guarantee you. This is gonna look better once it has color, because I know it looks a little bit too weird, you know. But it will look better. I can guarantee you. Huskin, did you write something? Because I feel like my YouTube chat is just being weird. Can you write again? Did it? Oh, I hope I didn't offend you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Huskin. Please come back. I'm so sorry. My YouTube chat is being so fucked right now. I should probably open it from YouTube Studio and not actually watch the VOD, because that would mean that I'm inflating my own views, which is kind of sad. Hold on, let me go to the creator thingy. Okay, there we go. There we go. I have it on the file, on the go. I should be able to see it more clearly now. I'm gonna close this then. I'm gonna close this and move this over here. Can I make this a pop out? Wait, hold on. Can I pop this out? Yes, I can. Thank God, honestly. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm doing things. I am doing things, people. I'm doing things. I may have scared of a husk. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, unfortunately. I hope he's okay. It wouldn't be the first time that I accidentally scare people. You know, there was this one time that I was talking about piss on chat, and I don't think a lot of people recovered from that. Mary. Can I close this and will this not affect my... Oh yeah, it not. Woo! Yay. I figured it out, people. I figured it out. I have YouTube chat now. I was super into it. I don't think we should talk about piss no more. I don't think piss should be a matter of conversation for any of us. I don't think it's safe. I don't think it's a safe place to talk about it. Where's the jacket? Okay, I'm gonna do the lazy thing. I'm not gonna redraw the sleeves because I'm too lazy. And I'm probably gonna have to redo it anyway when it comes to, you know, when I actually when I have to, what's the name? Recolor. Maybe on the other website. What other website? You know, you keep talking about things that make no sense because I don't know about other websites. I don't know about those other places that you're talking about. I'm not one to know. I wouldn't know personally. I wouldn't know about those places. Askin, are you still there? Askin, I'm sorry. Please come back. Oh, now I feel so bad. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing okay, Haskin. Oh, let's put some color up in this bitch. Let's put some color on. You know, I don't think I should even open an OnlyFans though. Like, why would I sell there? Like, let's be honest here. Let's actually like be honest with ourselves. Why do I even sell there? Like, I don't think anybody's interested in seeing the meats that I'm offering. Personally, I don't know. Are you interested in seeing that? Comment below. Let me know if I should embrace entrepreneurship and try to open an OnlyFans. Speaking of that, though, I have so much respect for people who do that. Like, it takes a particular kind of skill that I'm not really versed in, you know? To be a creator in that website is to open yourself to so much criticism, to not only you as a person but to your body. So I am very much I'm very much I have a lot of respect for people who do OnlyFans for a living. I really do. You know, you say that, but that's not easy. That's not easy. It's not easy to weigh that. That is for damn sure. I don't think I ever been close to weighing that amount. You know? I feel like that is a myth. I feel like that is not a thing. Okay, now we gotta color this in the proper way. Hello? Oh yeah. I mean, I've never been shy about telling you guys that I'm plus size, because I am. I mean, it is kind of hard to hide anyway that I am plus size. So I wouldn't know what that kind of life is, to be honest. I wouldn't know what the life of being hot and skinny is. You know, the most that I've been called, I actually never been called hot. I'm being called cute. And you know what? On many times, I feel like cute is better than hot, personally. How do you guys feel? Question. This is a good question, actually. How do you guys feel about people who get upset about being called hot? No, like, sorry, cute over like handsome, or pretty over handsome. Like, I don't know. I met so many men in particular are pretty bad about this. I met so many people that don't like to be called cute for some reason. Like, what is your damage, Mary? Like, let's talk about it. Because it's still a compliment. I don't know why that would be bad. How comes from temporary but are honest with what they want? I'm foolish with money. Oh, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. I am not bad with money, but I do have my impulses. I have my impulses when it comes to money, because sometimes I just really want to buy something really cute. Sometimes I just want to be cute and suddenly spend $200 on something that I really shouldn't spend $200 on. You know, just girl things, just girl impulses. There's probably a more efficient way to do this, but I am not. Hey Nova, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hydration, the stand up and stretch. Let me just drink some water. We were talking about relationships, Nova. Do you want to join in? I hope I don't scare you away, because I feel like I scared Huskin away earlier, because he came in the chat. I asked him a question and then he left. That is sad. Anyway. Oh, hold on. There's something in my eye. It's the tears. I was abandoned. Anyway. But how are you, Nova? How's it going? I'm here. I just had to take a nap. Oh my god. You know, before I started working in the mornings, I actually didn't used to be the nap person. Like, I don't know what I don't know what experience will generate this from me. And I don't know if like, you know, you guys are psychologists, right? You know, you guys are psychologists. So, as my psychologist, what kind of experience did I have to go through? So much so that taking naps would make me anxious. Like, it was just FOMO. It was full on FOMO. I was never able to take naps because I would feel like something will always happen and I wouldn't be there to witness, you know? I wouldn't be there to bear witness with, to whatever shenanigans happen. And I don't know what kind of situation must happen for you to for that to be an often occurrence. Like, any healthcare professionals know? You just became your own psychologist. Did I? I mean, did I? You answered your own question. I mean, it is FOMO, but what needs to happen? Like, what are the conditions? What are the terms and conditions for you to get FOMO? Someone's first sleep paralysis scares them off from nap. Oh, mine did not scare me, actually. Ironically enough, I have many fears in my life. Sleep paralysis is not one of them. Because I had them before. I had one when I was napping on my sofa, and it was just a pretty hot day, and I just felt really tired and I wanted to nap. I took the nap, and when I woke up, I just felt eyes in the back of my head, in the sense of I felt like I could see behind my eyes and what was happening behind my eyes, but it wasn't a scary experience as much as people make it out to be. It was more so just like, oh, I'm dead now. Pog! You know, this was before I used to be afraid of death. You know, before the incident happened. But then you kind of realize that for you to have those kind of thoughts, you must still be alive, because otherwise, how, you know, how are you gonna have such stupid thoughts if you're not alive? I feel like a dead person doesn't think about that. You know, this is a stupid question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway, because you know what? I have it on my brain now. You guys think that dead people are afraid to be alive as much as we alive people are afraid to be dead? It's a stupid question, but now I'm pondering. I am cracking the Da Vinci Code. I am having interesting situations happening to me right now. I have a bit of sleep paralysis this morning, actually. I actually got scared that I couldn't breathe. I feel, you know what? You know what it is? I feel like the reason why you get scared for that is because you are no longer, because you know, you're not in control of your body. You get scared because you are not able to breathe manually. Like, you're breathing automatically because, you know, your body's still asleep. So that's why you get scared. It's because you're not able to breathe manually, and that scares the shit out of you. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Hold on. Hold on, 1 second. I should probably just copy paste this. What am I doing here? Hold on, let me just do this real quick. Because I feel like I'm following the wrong pattern. Which I probably am, to be honest. Yeah, I am. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. Actually, I'm just gonna put it right beside it so that I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm following the wrong pattern. Okay, hold on, let me fix that. Not like I've been working on this for like a couple hours now. Ugh. Wow. Okay, there we go. You know, I probably should have done that earlier. I had to temporarily get off something because of something. What did I miss? You missed nothing. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I know there's chemicals in your brains that activate to prevent your body from moving, and when you have sleep paralysis while conscious, this can prevent you from controlling your body. I had that this morning, and breathing was a struggle. No, yeah, absolutely. Because here's the thing, your body needs you not to move while you're sleeping, because when you're sleeping, you're doing some wild shit. Like, let's be honest here, you are out committing actual crimes, actual war crimes inside of your mind. So your body needs you not to move, otherwise you're gonna get yourself killed. Like, you know, how many times have you dreamed? How many times have you dreamed of walking off of a building? You know, how many times that this happened to you? If your body didn't actively shut down, you will actually be walking out of a building. It's the reason why why sleepwalking is so dangerous, because you are perceiving a reality that is not safe, and therefore, because your reality is not safe, if you move around while you're sleeping, you're gonna kill yourself. But yeah, I'm so sorry that you experienced that, though, Nova. Sleep paralysis does suck. Even though I'm not scared of it anymore, I used to be, not so much anymore. It still sucks. You know, I never had a sleep paralysis demon. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just special, I guess. Maybe I have, like, I got a free pass from the demon, but I never had one. Is that actually a thing? Like, Nova, you seem to have experience with sleep paralysis. Is that really a thing? Do you really get a demon talking to you? And if so, what are you doing? Like, well, you would think that a demon will have better things going on than to hound you in your head, you know? Like, I feel like I feel like that's probably what would happen if I were to talk to my sleep paralysis demon. It's just like, hey girl, honestly, don't you have better things to do? Do you really have nobody to talk to? That you have to do this right now? Depends on the state of consciousness, really. So what triggers a sleep paralysis demon? Because I thought that the reason why it triggers is because you open your eyes. Like, that's the reason why when they tell you, when you have sleep paralysis, they tell you that you do not try to open your eyes. Because because of that, because you can experience hallucinations. It's not a switch when you dream and you wake. There can be a slower degree of transition. Oh yeah, I understand that. That is something I do understand. You guys want to know something fun that I found out the other day? Apparently, this is alleged because I actually don't know this. I don't know this for a fact. But apparently, when you are too hot, your body can and does have the license to wake you up with a nightmare. Like, your body can sometimes be like, you know what? We're experiencing a bit of a too much of a cold temperature, so let's just throw Jack the Ripper in there to make sure that we wake up. Like, you know what? Your brain is suddenly smelling like, you know, you're slow cooking, you're boiling, you're what, I don't know what cooking methods are there. Oh shit. Yeah, you're just boiling, you know. Your brain is noticing that you're kind of, you know, cooking yourself alive. You're marinating your own juices, and so your brain is just like, you know what? I feel like they had it too good. Let us just put you know, fucking Godzilla in there. Godzilla with like a lot more teeth and a lot more eyes. So that is something I found out. That is so nice that your brain can do that, huh? Your brain can actively harm you just to wake you up. That is the wrong color. When you're awake, your brain should be down for maintenance, and certain functions are not yet wires in the wrong places. I mean, how much do you guys struggle to wake up in the mornings, actually? Like, genuine question, how much do you guys struggle for that? I don't really struggle with it as much. Not anymore. I used to when I was younger. When I was younger, I really needed some help to get out of a bed. Now I actively decide to not get out of bed. Speaking of getting out of bed, there was this one time that I pretended to so let me just give you the full context. At some point in time in my life, I got really sick and I couldn't go to school for like a couple days, right? Because, well, I was sick, I couldn't go, I was not able to learn anything. Not that I really learned anything in school anyway, but, you know, it is what it is. So this one time I stayed at home, and I was watching cartoons, and there was this one show that came up. It was a show about a girl who found tarot cards in a book, and then the tarot cards got spread, and is now her fate to get all these cards back, you know, Sakura Card Captor, right? I got that one. I watched that anime, and I was so excited about it. I was telling my mom everything about it. I was like, but mom, she's a girl who is magical, and she has pretty clothing, and she has tarot cards, and I like tarot. Can I be like her? And my mom was like, sure, Suri, sure. Whatever makes you happy, go away now. And so I discovered this show by the last day that I was supposed to be home, because, you know, eventually we'll have to go back to to school. And so, because I wanted to have an opportunity to watch that show again, I hid my mom's alarm clock so that she wouldn't wake up and I would get to stay home and watch another episode of it. Of course that backfired because, you know, I forgot that when you're used to waking up at a certain certain time, your body will still wake up at that hour even if you don't have an alarm for it. So my mother wake up, and I got the spanking of my life. We could not get to school anyway because we were still kind of late, and I got grounded. You know what the unfortunate part of that was, though? Years later, I found out that that show was no longer running anymore, and the day that I watched it was the last day in which it was gonna be on the air. Fun times, folks. Fun times. Fun times with the family. But yeah, Huskin, Nova, how are you guys doing with the Nintendo Direct? Are you happy? Do you love the price? Do you love the price of that fucking console that is probably gonna cost more than my insurance? Oh, I'm still very upset about the price. Like maybe this is like generally again, this may be just a Latin American thing, but damn, it really hurt my wallet when I saw that, and I'm not even buying it. I feel like something's wrong about this pattern, but I cannot quite figure out what it is. And I feel like I'm going crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. You know what though? I am pretty happy with this whole collection overall though. This collection is making me happy. Because I feel like I haven't been able to put out something this cute since the Armis collection happened, and now I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know. At first, I was a little bit unsure because I started making this when they first debuted. So I was like, man, I don't really know anything about the personalities. I'm not really sure if this is gonna fit them. But I'm really happy with how this is turning out, honestly. Bloodborne being a Switch 2 exclusive is insane to me. You know, what I saw is that it's probably not gonna be Bloodborne 2. Like, from what I understood of what people were saying, because, you know, I don't play Bloodborne. I don't play any Souls-likes because I'm bad at video games. I get my ass handed to me. But I heard that it's not really a Bloodborne successor, more so than it's just more like a crossover, because there is actually like a lot of like aesthetics that we have there from all other fronts of games. Like there were some things that were very Sekiro, other things look like Dark Souls, other things looks like Bloodborne, some other things look like Demon Souls. So you know, I feel like it's more like a cooker situation. It's just like throwing everything in the pot type of thing. Frozen game being an exclusive to Nintendo console is more so the issue. To be honest, how long do you think that's gonna be held to? You know? Like be honest with me. How long do you think it's gonna be an exclusive before it isn't? To be honest, there isn't any game I'm dying for to pay $450 for Nintendo aside from Donkey Kong. But you know, the thing is though, Huskin, is I don't think like Nintendo has never been known to back out of things. Like Nintendo has never been known to, you know, listen to feedback as much. If there is any proof, because, well, I mean, there's a lot of feedback for Pokemon games and they haven't done anything to change them. But anyway, I don't think Nintendo's ever gonna do that. I don't think they will ever gonna put it on a sale. Because even the Switch, isn't the Switch, like the normal Switch, still full price today? I think people are gonna boycott the game until the price is lowers, and you don't even owe the game, so they even take it away. It's gonna be a big fire. Is it just the electronic copy that is $80? Is it just the electronic copy, or is the physical copy cheaper? Because honestly, I'm more of a physical gal anyway when it comes to console games. I really prefer to have the actual thing in my hands. Because here's the thing: the one time I bought a game for a console that wasn't that wasn't a web thing, that wasn't physical. Sorry, I did not feel safe at all. Because I mean, sure, they have the whole account thing, but what if they steal my account? What if somebody else gets into my account? And then suddenly I don't have access to that. Then I won't have access to the game. It's not only my save file, it's just the game in general. I wouldn't have it, you know? So it's not something that takes me. Then again though, I'm not really like a console gamer, you know? I don't really do console as much as I do everything else, really. The only console that I want to own, and this is primarily just because they have a lot of the games that I tend to enjoy, is a PlayStation. I want to have a PlayStation. But you know, even the series that I was looking for a PlayStation is now something that is like out in all of the platforms, which is Persona. I love Persona, and therefore I wanted it. I wanted a PlayStation primarily for Persona. But you know, now that Atlus is releasing games like literally everywhere, like even in your mom's your mom's car, you know, like how it has a screen on it if you're rich. They even release it for that. They release a version for the little computers on planes when you watch movies and all that. They have a version for Persona in there as well. So Persona's accessible now. So I don't really have an excuse to buy a game console anymore, which feels sad, honestly. Is it just me, or console gaming doesn't feel interesting anymore? Like, is that just me? Or is that a feeling that you guys may share as well? Because like I feel everything I want has a PC version of it anyway, so I'm not sure why I bother with a console version. Console had a last generation, really? I thought the PlayStation 4 was doing fine. I thought the PlayStation 4 was doing okay. I never saw it really. Well, you know, for the fact that nobody had it to begin with. Like, nobody could buy a PlayStation 4 anyway because it was fucking expensive as shit. And the ones that were out still, you know, you couldn't just buy a PlayStation. It's a fading concept. New Xbox is essentially going to be basically a PC that you plug into a TV. That explains why they're getting chunkier. You know? That explains why they're getting chunkier. It doesn't, it's homogenized. It's no more crazy stuff. I see. The thing is that we're actually in the PS5 now, and it had next to nothing to play on it. Wasn't that because the PS5 was more concentrated in VR games? Because if I remember right, they made a big hole and dance about having a lot of VR games in the PS5. Which is, you know, not the average gaming experience. Not the average game. Most gamers don't even own one. Because, you know, I'm not sure that the thought of having like a toaster taped to your face is appealing for most people. Because, like, you know what? I already have back issues anyway. My neck already hurts. I don't think I want to have a fucking, you know, a fucking electrical hazard strapped to my eyes, you know? Man. The more I grow up, the more I realize that life is shit. The more I grow up, the more I realize that life isn't worth it anymore. Like, it is so... Like, not to be sad or anything, right? But it's actually kind of disheartening how the things that I look forward to about being an adult don't really exist anymore. Like, I wish I didn't have to be that way. Yeah, hold on 1 second. What color is that supposed to be? I guess it's supposed to be red? No. Did I do the wrong color again? Hold on. No, this belongs to this, so this is supposed to be orange. Okay. You know, I know that these patterns are not really lining up, but you know what? This is free content on YouTube. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Did I do this in the wrong order? I did. Fuck me, dude. This is supposed to be black. Okay. This is black and this is white. It's black, this is white, and this is meant to be orange. Orange. As of right now, BR is the only as of right now, BR is only good for 3D social media with furries online and this guy's workout games. I mean, hey, listen. I would get a VR. I could get a VR headset if that would mean that I get if that would mean a workout. Cause honestly, I need to work out more. I really do. I'm a little bit too much of a couch potato, which that's probably gonna mean that I will probably have issues when I'm older, when I grow up, when I'm an old boy. And whenever I have wearing Fitstream when I have money, you know what? When I get a sugar daddy who will pay for everything for me, that's when it's gonna happen. Again, I'm sorry, Amber, but not everybody makes bank like you. Not everybody makes it. Not everybody makes the amount of money that you have, bitch. I'm sorry that I'm not a chef. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that is my skill issue. Wait, so what is this supposed to be? So the uppermost is supposed to be white. This is white. Run and run away, I'll fall down. What the fuck? Oh, something is happening. My computer is not agreeing with something. Oh. There you go. By the way, what do you think of the jacket so far? How do you feel about it? Are you feeling it or are you not feeling it? Because, you know, my particular sensibilities and taste are very much an acquired taste. Let's put it that way. I'm interested. Do you guys like this one, or is this more like a meh for you? When was your guys' first video game? Like, what was the video game that you first experienced on a game? Like first video game experience. Mine was a game called, well, actually, wait, hold on. Let me backtrack for a moment. Let me backtrack. One question for the people out there. For the people, hi guys, how you doing? What do you count as a game? Because, like, are those, like, you know, find the solution, mathematical games that you get when you first got with a PC? Does that count? Does that count as my first video game? You know, those solve the puzzle by doing math games that used to come with PCs. Is that dating me? Am I dated? Am I old now because of that? I feel old now. That made me feel so old. Those count games? Oh! I play those too. Those are games? Okay, then that is my first gaming experience, I guess. My first gaming experience is me crying and bashing my head into the wall because I couldn't figure out what 2 + 4 was. Especially on the Cartoon Network website. No. Shut up. Everybody fucking shut up. Hold on. No, hold up. Fucking shut up. My Latin American people. Mi gente latinoamericana. Por favor, díganme que se acuestan de esto. Juegos.com ¿Se acuerdan de juegos.com? Oh, please tell me that you know juegos.com. Please, I cannot be the only one. It was a website that it was just pure, full of flash games. Particularly dress-up games. Those are like pretty common in there. Please tell me that anybody has played it. Tortilla. Oh, shut up. Don't talk to me. Sadly, no. Mine was Max Game Glass Comics is still active. Really? You know what? Should we do a stream? Should we do a stream of just playing old Flash games? That could be fun. That is like somebody write that down. That would be a fun idea. I'm so interested. Does it even still exist? Hold on, let me just look it up. Oh, it still exists! Oh my god, it still exists! It looks like garbage, but it still exists. Hold on, 1 second. Oh my god, they have Among Us. They have knockoff Among Us. Oh my god, wait, hold on. It really is just Among Us, Jesus. Hold on, hold on. It's not Among Us, it's In Between Us. No way. No. It's called Imposter. That's what it's called. It's called Imposter. You know what this is giving me the feeling of? You know what I feel like? You know what this feels like? It feels like whenever you... I don't know how prevalent this is in other countries, but when you go to a flea market, you can often see here in Mexico just bootleg things of things that are popular. Like you could see a shirt of like the Among Us people. You know, you would see a shirt of Among Us, with totally the wrong colors. You would see like a shirt with Spyro on it, which is just totally like a furry fan art that somebody stole. You know, I don't know how prevalent that is in other countries, but it just gives me the vibe of that. It gives me the vibe of that. There's this flash game that was about a gunslinger that you do a full ad, but it'd be a fun real time. Ooh. Oh, you know, I remember this one game that was called Fireboy and what? No, it was called Water Girl and Fireboy. And it was actually kind of fun. It was also really fun because it kind of had like a little story to it, which was actually really depressing. It was a fun but depressing story. Do you guys remember that Flash game? Oh, Diner Dash, bitch! I forgot about Diner Dash. Oh shit, Diner Dash was also a good one. My favorite Flash game was Run 3. It was simple but fun. I never heard of that one. That one is a new one for me. That still exists. The sequel is out on phones. Really? Oh, mama! I gotta go back to it. I gotta go back to the mines, bro. I gotta go back to the mines. I really must go back. I must go back to my roots. You know what this game, you know what this Flash game that I used to play a lot myself? Like, I actually used to play it a lot. Like, I'm talking about a lot. Was this one game in which you would play an angel, and you would play a devil, And there is this angel girl who she's always just doing, she's an entrepreneur. She's opening a business, she's washing dogs, she's taking care of old people, she's a hairstylist, she's a novelist. Like, she's selling she's selling drop shit from Temu. Like, she's always doing something. And you as the devil will always try to fuck with her. Like, I didn't know what the plot was. I don't know what the plot line for that was. But you were a devil and you were trying to fuck with her all the time. You were always trying to mess up whatever the fuck she was doing. I don't know. For fun. For giggles. Just, because you hated her, I guess. But you guys are still friends for some reason. There was also this other one. Like, it was just a series of games in which both of them would just try to, like, fuck with each other. I remember that game. That was so fun. Oh, there was also another. Oh, good, dude, I'm getting so old. Oh my god, I feel old. No, the game that I remember a lot, and there is this certain type of flash game that it was kissing. Like you had to kiss and not be caught. Like in the office, in the bathroom at Coachella, in in your mom's car. Like it was just about kissing, and that was like softcore porn to me. Like I was such an innocent kid. I did not even know that kissing was just a normal thing, because I saw that and it was literally if I was watching something I wasn't supposed to, because every time I would play a game like that, I would just go hide and lock the door, make sure that nobody is watching, and just be like, I'm kissing in front of my boss. Like it was so hot. It was. Ooh. It was just. It was hot. It was really hard. It was really hard for my young self. It was hot out there. You listen. We didn't have access to a lot of stuff. We didn't have access to a lot of stuff when I was that young. Oh, Mary. No, he said, "Good boy." You know what the worst part is though? It's just, I don't know why that was such a like a life or death situation for me. What other flash time was there? My phone. Oh. Oh, I remember this one. There was another flash game. That was another one that I used to play quite a lot, actually. It was this flash game about a girl it was always a schoolgirl. I believe that it was a Korean flash game that the ultimate goal was to have the most amount of boys falling in love with you. And you used to just shoot a laser at them straight from your eyeballs, just stare at them cutely until they fall in love with you. Do you guys know what game I'm talking about? You used to shoot laser rays at them, hoping that they would fall in love with you. And it was actually kind of a hard game, not gonna lie. Not at the moment, no. Fuck. It was actually a bit of a hard game. And the reason why it was so hard is because sometimes if you pick the wrong time to try to make a boy fall in love with you, you'll be like assaulted by 3 other girls who were not interested. Like those other girls were not even interested on the boy that you were trying to make fall in love with you. But if you did it at the wrong point in time, all of the girls would literally just join in the fray. They will also start lasering the guy, just so that you don't have it. And you can even romance a ghost too on that one. I was a nerd and played Lego style games like in Curry Bots. Ooh. You know what? I need a Lego game. I haven't played a Lego game in such a long time. Well, what is your guys' favorite Lego game? Mine is Lego Batman. I love Lego Batman. I don't know why. They were always so stupid, but I love them. I love Lego Batman. What a girl has type advantage about Fireboy. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're not wrong. You're right. Okay, I feel like this is pretty much done, so. Lego Breaking Bad? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Wait, do we have Lego Elsa yet? Do we? I hope we do, honestly. Because I will be so down to see a Lego version of Frozen in which it's literally just just picture this. You're skiing down the mountain and then you run into Olaf and Olaf does like the Lego breaking sound. Lego Star Wars 3060, but it came but then came Minecraft and the addiction is still strong. I feel like Minecraft is Lego for neurodivergent kids. Like Minecraft is Lego, but if Lego just went on forever. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm calling you out. Exactly as you said, Nova. Just like that. So like these are exactly two different patterns. Like these are not the same pattern at all, but I will fix that later. Right now, this is just a sketch. Oops. Where is this? There we go. Yay! We finished another one. Fuck yes. How do you guys feel about this one? I don't know. I like this one the best, actually, out of the ones that we've done so far. Because, you know, we worked on 2 of them last time. Hold on, let me just put this on the same layer. Let me just put everything on the same layer. The pattern is so nice. Thank you. It was supposed to kind of emulate feathers a little bit. Like, that is kind of the point of it, to emulate feathers. Okay, let me just grab the ones that we've done so far. So these are the ones that we've done so far. Let me just move this out of the way real quick. So these are the 3 ones that we've done back and forth. Like right now, I'm mostly just working on the back part of it. Just primarily to be able to like properly line it and then ship it and quit it. If you thought the prices for the games earlier were bad, Lego's costs have skyrocketed since they learned it's almost entirely adults doing stuff with them now. I mean, I feel like that is like every kids game at this point. Because like, did you guys saw when the Pokemon TCG came out? And there were adults, literally adults. I'm talking like 30-year-old lifers going out there and buying almost every single lot of cards for Pokemon. Like, sure, I'm sure that Pokemon gets a lot of money from there, but I feel like they should have like a restriction or something. I feel like games should still be allowed to be enjoyed by kids. Like, that feels like a little bit too extra for me, Mary. That is a little bit too extra. You do not need that Charizard that much, Mary. You do not need, you know, you do not need your 3rd edition Charizard rainbow made out of fart glitter. Like, you don't need that. It's a TCG. It was never meant for kids to begin with. Isn't it supposed to be for kids, though? But yeah, what do you think? Which one is your favorite so far? Looking front and back. Because, you know, the front designs were done, like, a long time ago. But I never did the backs until now. So, I'm really excited about this, actually. I'm so happy. The puffy jacket one? I feel like that would be your vibe, yeah. That's also probably Nova's vibe, now that I think about it. But yeah. Now, who else are we missing? I know that... I know that Malim already has his own version of it. Between 1 and 3? Really? Between these two? Oops, not that one, that's Bob. Between, between these two? Interesting. I feel like this one is more your vibe, though. This one screams Nova. Colors on 1 and silhouette on 3. Ooh. I don't know. My favorite one is this one, but this is mostly because this just appeals to my personal tastes, which is extra and sorta OG Lolita inspired type of thing. I love that. That is my shit personally. That is the shit that I thrive on. Anyway, so we have that now. What else do we need? Let me see how the time lapse is going, because I've been recording a time lapse of this because, you know, eventually I do want to release this as a TikTok, if you will. Oh, I gotta go pee. Okay, let us take a quick pee. It's already been 2 hours? Mom, I barely done anything. The fuck? What do you mean it's been 2 hours? This is getting worse, Mary. This is getting worse. Like, I'm not kidding. I feel like this is getting worse. I feel like I used to be better about this. I used to be better about getting things done on stream. And now I need to go home. Like, do you guys remember when I actually used to finish stuff on stream? Like, do you guys remember that? I feel like the more yappy I get, the more I take time to do things. God fucking damn it. I hate it here. Anyway, I'm gonna go pay. I'm gonna go pee. I've only known you as a wreck. Well, fuck you, bitch. As you know, back in my day, I used to be able to get shit done in a single stream. To be fair, I didn't used to talk that much. You know, I did not used to talk that much. I'm a real, I don't remember either. Fuck, you know what? You guys have fun. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. I hate all of this. By the way, before I go, does anybody want anything from the bathroom? Do you want like a chocolate chip or something? Let me know. Hello, I'm back. Did my model break? No, I'm still here. Whoops. Hello, I am back. I need some Fabuloso. Unfortunately, I was not able to find Fabuloso. You know what I did found though? I found a roach. Does that work for you? How many litters? Not really. It was just like a small tinkle, you know? I don't pee that much. I'm a doll. What are you talking about? We don't do that, you know? We dolls just, you know, we just sit there and make noises, but without we don't actually do anything, you know? You know? I don't want to talk. You know what? We need to stop right there. Okay, so we have this now, which is good. Now, who are we missing? Who's missing a backside? That's not the one. It's Altus's, but where is Altus's thing? Oh, there you are. There you are. This is probably not gonna be as difficult as Rysars, I think, to figure out. I think. I hope it's not. Mary. Okay, where's Bob? Hi, Bob. Everybody say hello to Bob. This is your obligatory obligatory discussion. Please say hello to Bob. Bob deserves a hello. Okay, I just need to line this up properly because I feel like something's not adding up. Where's my symmetry ruler? There you are. Greetings, Balbert. Oh my god, don't call him by his full name. Listen. This is Balbert McKinnington. And he does not appreciate being called Balbert. He prefers Bob. B for short. By the way, I hope that you guys I hope that you guys appreciate the pun that I read there. You know, McKinnington, mannequin tongue. I hate it here. Anyway, you know what? I like to think that I'm I like to think that I'm a comedy guy. I like to think that I can do comedy sometimes. Oh, come on. It was good. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You guys have no taste. You guys have no taste. Y'all just don't have a personality, do you? It was good. Shut up. Shut up. It was a good one. Come on. Don't do this to me, Mariah. Don't do this to me. It was a good one. It was a good one. It was a good one. Listen, one of these days, I'm gonna get my own comedy show. And all of you who are rooting for my downfall are gonna get it. All of you who are rooting for me to fail will get my vibe. Britain's Drag Race. I don't think I should be allowed to do that. You know what? The thing is, I thought about like, what if I were to go to Drag Race? And like, what if I were to compete on Drag Race? Mama, the way that I would be eliminated before I walk through the door, it'd just be like, I get there. I get there. I do my entrance line and they're like, you know what? Never mind. You know what? Everybody Shantae used to say, Renan, sashay away. Because we kind of change our minds. Because I don't know how to sew. I'm just learning makeup. I have a creative mind. I do not know how to be funny on purpose. But you know what? You know, at least I would make good drama. I feel like I would make good TV at least. Because I'm not scared of confrontation. I am not a bitch who's scared of confrontation. If I must fight, so be it. I'm that type of girl. If we must fight, for the sake of my goals and dreams, then I will fight. Does anybody else aside from Nova know what Drag Race is? Because I feel like I'm talking to a wall right here when it comes to Drag Race. That is an obscure reference that not everybody knows, Nova, which is unfortunately true. I feel like this is not properly placed. Am I? Okay, the only way to find out is to actually use the symmetry roller. Oh, that is off by a long shot, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Oops. No, yeah, this is off. This is so off. Jesus. That might be better now. Let's see. Nope, it's even worse. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, let's be here. I hate symmetry. Okay, let's try that again. How is that worse? Okay, let me just... How do I make this a little bit more obvious? You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what you guys are gonna get at this point. I just Googled it, so it looks neat, but not for me. I mean, yeah, it is. It takes a particular kind of homosexual to be able to watch that kind of stuff. It is not for everybody. I can understand that. I mean, I like it, but it's only just because it compounds a lot of things that I enjoy, which is makeup, fashion, drama. You know? Is that the kind of people? Is that the kind of race where people dress as horses? Honestly, they should have a that should be a thing. That should be a thing. That should be a thing. Honestly, that is the next Squid Games. That is the next Squid Game pitch, you know? I'm pitching that for the next Squid Game. But enough, I'm not flamboyant, but I guess I'm gay enough to know about RuPaul. Trixie! Oh my god, Trixie. Trixie. Oh, then you probably clock me. You probably clock me so hard. Nova, how long ago did you realize that most of my comedy and most of my my sense of humor comes from Trixie herself? Like, because I grew up with Trixie, you know? Trixie is my role model. I love her. A long time ago. Were you ever gonna let me know about it, or was that something that you was that something that you were gonna take to your grave? Like, were you ever gonna let me know that you clocked me? Ah, mama. Listen. I thought you knew. I thought it was implied. I mean, it is implied. I mean, I made a big effort to make it known that Trixie Mattel is my role model, but it was an effort, okay? I did try. I tried my best, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. Why is this so off? I don't understand. Hold on. Is it off on this other side too? No, this is not off. Interesting. Okay, so I guess it's just off. Hello? You do this to me. Is it just Bob? Bob, are you okay? It might just be Bob. Sorry, not to blame Bob for anything that I do, but... Okay, have a good lunch. Have a good brunch. Brunch. What the fuck? Why does my symmetry layer no longer work? Oh, never mind. I see why. Honestly, at this point, it is what it is. You know what? You get what you get. You get what you get. I am tired. I don't wanna think about it anymore. It is what it is. It is what it is when it comes to symmetry. I wonder if my joint chat is working now, because it is kind of hard to to look at two chats at the same time. Okay, let's see if it's working now. Okay, can you guys speak for a moment? Can you write a sentence for me? Let me know what your favorite verse of the Bible is. Man. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. But yeah. You know, I don't know what it says about me that that Trixie Mattel is my favorite drag queen ever. You know, I thought about doing drag at some point because I thought that it would really be for me, but I don't think I have that kind of showmanship in me. You know, I feel like drag takes a very specific set of skills that I do not have, which is kind of unfortunate. Hey, Haskin. Yeah, it's working now. Hell yeah. I have a question, actually. You know how like Vtuber names are kind of just like drag names. They're kind of like the same thing, right? Why am I doing this? This is not supposed to be this way. Fuck. I am stupid. Anyway, I forgot that this was supposed to be the back. You know how VTubers names are kind of like drag names? Why did you choose the name that you chose? If you're a VTuber, I'm interested. Why did you choose your name? Like, mine is just a corny pun. That's it. Mine is just a corny pun, which is Lionel. Not Lionel, sorry. Linen. Mine is literally just linen, but with an R. It's a corny pun. Konari is just Japanese sounding cribbage. Really? And Nova is Supernova. Well, I baptized you. I remember that, Nova, because I was the one who baptized you. I gave you your name. I gave you your name. Huskin and Penguin. Huskin. Oh, that is so cute. What the heck? Don't you remember, Nova? When you were coming up with names, I told you that what about Nova because of Supernova? Because the thing is, you were thinking about space names, and I was like, oh, what about Supernova? And you went with Nova. Remember? Don't make me out to be like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I added legendary in front of it because I don't know, it looks cool. I mean, the legendary Husking has a really nice ring to it, personally. I think it has a really nice ring to it. I think I remember that chat with you and John. Yay. Speaking of John, what do you think that happened with that German? What do you think? What do you guys think that he's up to? I haven't seen him in a while. What do Germans do when you're not looking at them? I wonder. I ponder in the back of my mind. When you don't look at a German, do they do anything? Or do they power down? It helps that nobody ever picked this game on video games. Oh, Mary. I wish that would be my experience, to be honest. I always have to use my full name because you know somebody has thought of Renan at some point. It's not a particularly clever pun, but yeah, I always have to use Kazuri Renan. But you know, I've been kind of lucky that at least in the VTuber space there is nobody else named Renan, so I have monopoly over that name at least. Okay, now the thing is I don't know what to do for the back of this. I don't know how to figure this out. The funny thing is I did the front of it and I was like, well, and now what do I do for the back? Because like now I have this like panel patterns that don't really work out in any other context. Wait, hold on. I need to look at the way that a kimono is done. Like, well, not really a kimono, more like a trench coat. Trench coat, because this is supposed to be inspired by a trench coat. It was supposed to be a kimono inspired trench coat. Because I saw one the other day that I thought was really cool. So I want to see if there is anything I can grab from that when it comes to the way that the pattern is made so that I can actually, like, you know, pattern this out properly. Trench coat. Pattern. I need to look at the back of it for me to figure out. Does it have side seams? Yes, it does. So in reality, I could. Yeah, it does have a side seam. And this is double-breasted, so in reality, I really could. Hold on, I'm having a thought moment. I'm thinking. Fashion tends to be tricky sometimes. Yeah, I know, right? Particularly because you know you're never gonna see the back of it. It's very rare when you do. But at least for this type of stuff, which is, you know, quote unquote, not quote unquote, because it is fashion. For fashion stuff, it is helpful to know how the back looks like. You know, I'm not really sure if I will ever be able to make these IRL, but I think if I were ever able to make this IRL, I think I would probably. I think if I ever get a pattern maker, the pattern maker would hate the shit out of me. They would probably hate me because I come up with fantastical ideas when it comes to the stuff that I imagine, and I'm pretty sure that the stuff that I do for this, it's probably not that easy to make, you know? It's probably not easy to make at all. So there is a high chance that if I ever were to make this IRL, it would probably be pretty expensive because the pattern maker would murder me. Like, when I make stuff, I try to make them realistic enough so that they can, like, there could be a world in which they could be made. But I have never been in charge of actually figuring that out. So, you know, my condolences if anybody ever tries to make one of my designs. My condolences, because I'm not really sure how to figure that out for you. I am so sorry. I'm just literally copying the way that it looks in the back for another design. Does it make sense? Probably not. But you know what? I don't care. This is probably gonna be more simplistic in the back. I don't think it needs to be all razzle dazzle. I wonder if dice could help instead of making patterns for sewing. It could. Like, if you're gonna make this like a one single piece, then yes. But I don't think I would settle for dice. Because here's the thing. If there is anything about that you should know about me, is I hate half-assing shit. Particularly, anything that I make must be done with the best of my ability. Sometimes my ability is not the greatest at it, but I do my best to make it as good as I can. So, I don't think I personally could settle for patterns, because I think I would want it to be actually properly sewn, you know? Again, a pattern maker would kill me, but I would love it for the things that I do to be as good as I imagine them to be, you know? Like, this is double-breasted, therefore there's one side of it should be the pattern and the other one should not be it, you know? Then again, though, if I ever were to make this a thing, I would probably tag with somebody who actually knows how to make garments IRL. Because here's the deal, right? I know enough about garments to be able to make them believable, you know? I know enough about garments to know that this could be made. I just don't know how it could actually be possible. Because, like, I'm basing my shit off of real patterns, real things. I am not completely just going off the wazoo and just making stuff up as I go. I still follow some basis in reality, right? But I haven't figured out how to make them yet. That's the thing. Does it make sense? I feel like I'm horrible at explaining myself. I feel like the more I tag, the more I discredit myself as a fashion person, which is true. I just don't know how to sew. I know how to design pretty things. I don't know how to sew though. That is true. And I feel like there is no shame in that. You know what? There is no shame in admitting that I don't know how to sew. You know? Because at the end of the day, I'm mostly just a fashionista, somebody who really likes clothing, and I like to create cool shit, even if it's maybe not possible in reality. I would love it to be made in reality, but sometimes maybe it is not, and that's okay. You know, I would love to learn how to sew too, but it's just I don't have the kind of patience that it takes too long to learn how to sew. Personally, learning how to sew is it's a lot. I don't have that kind of patience, Mary. I am not that kind of person. I barely know how to sing, and the only reason why I'm actively trying to learn how to sing is because you guys encourage me to. So you know what? Maybe you guys should force me to learn how to learn how to sew, huh? Maybe you guys should force me. Maybe you should gas me up. Do what you always do and gaslight me into thinking that I'm good at things, and maybe I'll actually try it. And when I actually start doing it, I will probably be upset that I'm not good at it and try to become good at it. You know what it is, though? You know what it is? And the reason why I'm really not interested in sewing as much as I really should, as, you know, somebody who designs clothing, is I am very bad at spatial awareness. I am horrible at spatial awareness. Like, I cannot turn a Rubik's Cube in my mind. It's the reason why I'm so bad at them. So, because I am very bad at spatial awareness, cutting stuff straight is impossible for me. I cannot even use a ruler. You be a bloodline on a sewing machine? Yeah. Like, listen, I can take care of the creative part of it. Do it anyway, it'll be funny. I mean, one time somebody suggested, I feel like this was Nova, if I remember right. Somebody suggested that we should put as a donation goal for me to be able to buy a sewing machine. And you know, if you give me the sewing machine, then I guess I have no excuse to not use it. I will feel too bad about not using it. Should we do that? Is that something that you guys would like? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if that's I'm not really sure if that should be a thing, because I hate it when people give me things. I hate it when people give me things. It makes me feel like I'm in debt to somebody. Fun for a rice cooker instead. Why would I fun for a rice cooker? I know how to cook rice, bitch. I know how to cook rice without without a rice cooker. Thank you. It's Mexican rice, not Asian rice, because I'm pretty sure we have different ways of cooking it. But I know how to cook rice. Okay, we have this now. Now, time to figure this shit out. Time to figure the patterns. I mean, because this has so many seams already to begin with, I feel like I can probably divide up the pattern without much issue. Now, the question is, did I keep the pattern without I think I did. Yes, I did. Thank God. But yeah, do you guys think that we should do like a fun for... That we should do a fun for a sewing machine for me to have an excuse to learn how to sew? Or do you guys think that would be a waste of money? Because if you guys are down for it, if that's something that you would do, that you would donate for, then sure. I don't mind it. You know what? I will use you guys as an excuse, I guess. It will be for a tax write-off. But I'm not sure if the idea of pursuing that is worth it. Okay, now I need to figure how this pattern would work. So in technicality, because this is right here. Whoops. Because this is right here. Even more or less like this. I would probably get rid of the moon, maybe, because maybe the moon would ruin continuity. No, that would be around here-ish then. Then again, though, there's probably a shoulder seam right in the middle of it, so it will be another pattern piece, so it doesn't have to be to follow that same thing. Like there's probably a shoulder seam right about here-ish, because there's usually always a shoulder seam connected front and back. It is very rare whenever something is just cut as a flop like that. Usually it's cut into two pieces front and back, and you join them at the shoulder just so that it sits straight. That's not a move, it's the clown logo, and it will be difficult to remove. Not really, because that is not his logo in any way, shape, or form, so it doesn't actually matter that much. I promise you, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna be making stuff up as I go. It's fine, don't worry about it. Hello? What's it doing then? Is this open? Oh my gosh, it is open. I think it's a step of once your content grows more to lean into making something. Yeah, I feel you about that on that one. What I do want to learn though first, like of all of the hobbies that I want to get into, I want to learn makeup first. That is something I want to learn first and foremost. Then something else will probably come. I mostly just want to learn makeup though, just because I want to learn how to be pretty. Like I wanna be able to make my face a bit more feminine, you know? A widely impractical linen mug is always an option. You know what I wanted to do for merch actually? Whenever we were me and Nandama were talking about a mascot, we talked about it being made into merch, and I did pay for the royalties for it actually. I fully own the fluffy layer. I pay royalties. I am allowed to make merch about them. I always wanted to make a fluffy layer that was an actual pen cushion. You know? Like I wanted them to be pin cushions. So I've been thinking about that. I feel like I would want to do that for you guys. You know, I know that not all of you are sewers, but hey, if you don't want to use it as a pin cushion, you can use him as a plushie. You know, that's something. Okay, that's good. That's good. I like that divide. I would love a plushie. Well, they're made out of fluff. What do you mean? What do you mean, Amber? It's not evil. They're literally made out of fluff and cloth. Like there's nothing in between those eyes. It's just, there is no brain. It's just fluff. So I don't think I don't think that should matter. I don't think that's bad. Okay, so this one is probably the same panel as the front, and therefore it will stop at the side, so that doesn't matter as much. Okay, I think I know how I want to distribute the pattern here. Did I make a copy of it, or did I just literally just yeet it out of existence? I did not make a copy of it. I yeeted it out of existence. It's fine though. I can have a copy of it now. Copy paste. I couldn't use them as an actual pin cushions because I don't want to damage them. Well, the thing is though, is that because they would be made for pin cushions. Okay, so here's the deal. Pin cushions are made with the idea that you're supposed to stab through them and you wouldn't damage it because the pin doesn't puncture the fabric. It just goes through the fabric, you know. It's not supposed to puncture it. It's the reason why you can, when you use pin cushions, when you use pins, actually, you're able to use them without leaving holes on them. It's because it doesn't rip through the fabric. It just opens a door in between them, I suppose. I mean, you know what? I'll talk to I don't know who does merch though. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who does merch, so that is probably just a far off future thing, you know? It's just a thing that Future Renin will do whenever they get money. Whenever Future Renin has money to do anything, that's when that's gonna happen. But for now, we just fantasize. That is the wrong thing again. Where is this? Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm grabbing the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Hello? Oh, it's the wrong thing. Whoops. Okay, we have that. And considering the pattern, I think I'm just gonna make it all gray now. Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. Because I mean, if anything, I know that you could probably cut it right along this edge, like the smoky edge, and just like sew it together there. But you know what? We're just gonna pretend. We're just gonna pretend that I know what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Everything else can be the same gray color. What are you there? Pa-pa-pam, papaya, 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 Sorry, I was listening to Final Fantasy 14 music again, and I came through that music not too long ago, and now I'm once again addicted to anything that Soken makes. Listen, Final Fantasy 14 sends some good ass music. I'm using Clip Studio, and why does the downloaded assets have to be hidden? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean hidden? I'm pretty sure they have a tab for it. I just don't remember what it is, but I know they have a tab for it. I realized that when that there was downloads folder for CPC until like, oh no, yeah. No, yeah, don't worry. That took me a long time to find out myself, so do not worry yourself about it. That is actually difficult to find. I thought you were talking about how to input the brushes and everything. I thought you were talking about that, and I was like, wait, that's not actually that hard. Okay, and now this is a different color of white. I know, I'm just dumb. You're not dumb. You're special. You're not dumb. You're special. You're my special little bee. Okay, there we go. There we go, beach. There we go, beach. Why the fuck is that? Oh, it's on this one. Hell yeah. Okay, we're almost done. Pog! We are almost done so. Done so. Yeah. Hold on. My neck hurts. I gotta stretch. I'm actually really happy with this one. I don't know. There's something about it that makes me really happy. Something about this is just real nice. It just feels like it feels like the right mix in between fantasy and modern, you know? I'm living for this. I'm living. Sorry about it. Okay, now I just need to color the sash and then I'll be done so. Okay, so this is meant to be blue. And then everything else is red. Just like my soul and my blood. Ah. That is... Ah! Why is it not doing it? I am your master! You should listen to me. Sorry, sometimes I don't know how to use this how to use this thing, and I get angry at it because I get a skill issue from it. It literally just skill issues me. Okay, there we go. And now I know I did have a back version of this garment, and now I like gotta do is grab this sleeve. That is the wrong thing. Okay, no, what? Hold on. I have a better solution for this. I have a better solution for this, and the solution is to just grab and erase. See? I'm a mastermind. Whoop. Me accidentally erases something that I didn't mean to erase. Oh, fuck. I forgot about the prayer beads. Shit. You're right. You're so right. The beads. The beads. The beads. I forgot about the beads. I need to put those in. What are you guys working on, by the way? Are you guys working on something tonight? Or are you just looking at me like, kind of just descend into oblivion and madness? I think, Nova, you said that you were drawing something, right? Why are you drawing? Watching and learning to Clip Studio into madness. I never used the 3D models on Clip Studio, honestly. They were always a bit too much of a hassle for me to figure it out. So I'll just go the good old reliable Google references. That is the wrong color again. Whoop. Working on my 3 videos for this week. Oh, bitch. I envy you. You know, I envy you. I don't know how you can do 3 videos in a week. The fuck? That is a superpower that I wish I could have. Thank you for the hydration and stretch, sweetheart. I have water. I do have water. Yeah, I do. Thank you so much for throwing me a kiss as well. Kisses for you, darling. Kisses, kisses, kisses. I haven't redeemed the turnip. How doing the model like this? Well, if I'm actually paying attention, you know, if I actually paying attention, it will be. If I do it like normal, it will be. But if I actually like paying attention into what the actual model is doing, because you know, I haven't used to having an actual model that moves yet. I still feel like a PNG sometimes. It will be like this, like that. Nobody redeems the blow kiss as much anyway. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, the prayer beats. Prayer beats. No! Clip Studio, please don't do this to me. By the way, I hope you guys know that every drawing stream with Renan is a little bit of a play. It's a little bit of a gamble sometimes, you know. Every drawing stream with Renan is us gambling. You know why? Because I always forget to save. Therefore, it's always just a matter of how long will it take for Renan to realize that they haven't saved yet, and what day would it be the day in which it doesn't save properly and I lose a little progress. You know, that is the sort of, my life is kind of boring, so I have to make do with something to make it more interesting. That, you know, I live on the edge. I live on the edge of danger. There we go. Done. We are done for today, folks. Hell yeah. Let me just move this up a little bit. Good, you have not played older PC games. I'm sorry that I'm young. I'm sorry that I'm young and gorgeous. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, now we have multiple actions to choose from. Oh, I'm so happy with this one, actually. I'm really happy with the way that this one came out. I don't know. This feels like, honestly, out of all of the ones that I made, I feel like this one is the most realistic one. But yeah. Hell yeah. We finished stuff. Are you guys proud of me? Are you guys proud of me today that I finished stuff? I hope you are. It's very simple but effective in the details. I feel like that is just how I design stuff, if you notice. If you notice, most of my designs are simple but detail oriented. Like the shapes are simple, but the details is where it's at, you know. unless it's like these Phoenix designs that I did. If it would open. Unless it's something like this. And even then, these ones are also simple. It's just the details that are, you know, like there. These are still my favorite ones that I ever made. They're simple, but they're really effective and really fun. Alrighty then. You know what? This was a productive stream. It may have taken us 2 hours to do literally 2 garments, but it was a productive stream and I am now done. Now I just have to line them, but I will do that at another time. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me as always, folks, for the Wednesday stream, the nice, lovely Wednesday stream. This Sunday, we're going to be talking about Pokemon once again. We're going to be doing the Grass-type Pokemons. Not the Grass-type Pokemon, the Grass-type gym leaders and trainers. So, if you have any trainer that is a Grass-type that is just normally, you know, not talked about, and that is not in the wiki, let me know. Let me know. And yeah, as a reminder, we're also going to be looking at the Grass-type Miku design because I think Miku is just part of our lives at this point. She's just always there. So, Miku is always going to be part of my content in some way, shape, or form, apparently. I always want to guys stream. Thank you. I'm gonna be on the Discord. I'm gonna be on the Discord after the stream if you guys wanna hang out. But yeah, thank you all so much for choosing Plasma as your entertainment. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a lovely day. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye, y'all.